Hi everyone, so I've just received my Everdrive 64 from Stone Age Gamer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a quick unboxing because the package has just arrived, and then I'm going to go in, plug it into the system and show you exactly what the Everdrive 64 is and whether or not I think it's a good purchase. Okay, so I'm going to start off by doing an unboxing and then I'm going to go on to show you exactly what the Everdrive 64 is. So the first thing that you'll notice is this came from Stone Age Gamer. The thing that I'd say with this is I really like the packaging. It came really well protected, which you'll see on the inside because I have just cut the slip open just to speed things up on camera. What I also noticed as well is if you look along here, you've got the logo, but along the side you've also got some jokes on there as well. I actually saw my mailman reading these before he handed the package over to me, so it was really cool and it made me smile, and straight away you know where it is. So opening up the package itself, the one thing that you'll notice is it came with a fridge magnet in there, so again nice and metallic, but on the inside of the actual box it's really well protected. I really appreciate people that package games, especially things you spend a lot of money on. I really appreciate it when they do spend the time to make sure it is going to get to you very in good condition. So sliding this open, so the inside of the box there just has the invoice, and again some really good packaging on there as well. So not only has it got the brown paper wrap, it's also bubble wrapped as well. And then there you have it. It is the Everdrive 64. Now the reason why I wanted to do a quick little review and unboxing of this is because I've seen lots of people do the North American one. This one's the PAL version, so this one works here in Europe and Australia. So again, you can see on the cover you've got the really nice design. It's really high quality. It's in one of these universal, sort of case boxes. So again, really nice production values on these ones. You've got the Everdrive 64 logo. You've got the CrickZZ logo there as well, who is the developer of this flash cart. And you've also got the Stone Age Gamer logo just there as well. On the back of the box, you've got some more images just there. You've got the Legend of Zelda picture there. Some more information about the cart, some of the loading screens, and this nice gold label just there letting you know that this is the Deluxe edition. And I'll talk to you more about the different versions a little bit later on in the video. Then opening this up, you will find firstly the user manual. Now the user manual, really nice. Again, the reason why I actually purchased from Stone Age Gamer, and I'm going to talk to you about this now, is that there's lots of different places where you can buy the Everdrive 64. You can either buy it just as the board itself, you can buy it in cartridges. Now there were actually some places closer to me that had the Everdrive 64 here in Europe. Now the reason why I chose to order it from Stone Age Gamer is because they make this Deluxe edition. The Deluxe edition comes in this really nice, as I've already talked about, the actual design of the box and everything. It's really high quality. Also on the inside it comes with this full colour guide there, so it's a little bit more about the actual controller itself for the different buttons, but if you're around my age then you already know how that works. More information about the operating system, other emulators that you can get on here. You've also got the bit of advertising, because they do the Everdrive. It's not just for the Nintendo 64, they do it for other consoles as well. So you can go to stoneagegamer.com and check that out if there's maybe after one for the whether it's for Game Boy, whether it's for SNES, whether it's for Mega Drive. They've got lots of different ones there, so I definitely suggest you go take a look at that one. Also, customary, very much like Apple, you get the stickers in there as well. And again, some more advertising. Opening up here, you've got the actual flash cart itself, which I'll talk to you about in just a moment. But also included within the price is an 8GB SD card. You can go higher, they've got different sizes available, so you can increase it. It comes as standard with the 8GB card, which is what I need for the purposes of what I'm going to be using it for. Really nice that that's included, and again it's a very fast speed card as well. And then on the inside you can see it's universal, so the cartridge actually fits securely into there. Then you've got the actual cartridge itself. Now this cartridge is still wrapped. Now the reason why as well I wanted to review on this one and an unboxing is because this is the special colour version. So I'm just going to take it out of the packaging. If you're wondering what this says on here, It says, "I began life as a simple single game cartridge. They have rebuilt me. I'm now more powerful than you could possibly imagine." And that's very much true. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get this out of the plastic wrap right now. Okay, and then you can see that I've got the actual cartridge itself right here. Now, a lot of people will have the standard version in the colour. This is actually one of their custom options that you can choose for the different colours. This is called Cobalt Blue. It looks really, really nice in my opinion. Blue is one of my favourite colours. You can see you've got the Everdrive logo. Again, these are all specially cut to size. This is, really high quality. It's not, some label that someone's printed off on their printer and tried to stick it on. This is cut to size, it's stuck on, really nice and glossy. The cartridge looks fantastic. Now you've got the slot at the top there, which is where you would put in the SD card once you've loaded your games onto there. Looking over to the back, you've got the Deluxe Edition gold foil. This would replace where it would go on your normal cartridges. And bear in mind, this is a PAL cartridge because I'm here in the PAL region. So again, it's all made, and you've got the board there itself, and it's actually orange on the inside there as well. Now I just want to have a quick little chat to you about what this cart actually does. Now, as you know, and as I've spoken about in previous videos, I'm really against emulators. I think that they give you a poor experience of what the game is actually like. I think they change too much about the game. For example, they're using the new graphical processors that are built into the emulators, and they actually sometimes improve the graphics in the game. It doesn't look, and it doesn't feel, and it normally doesn't control the same the way it does on the console. What the Everdrive 64 allows you to do is you can actually put ROMs onto this SD card. Once you put them on the SD card, you put your SD card into the top of the slot right there, and you actually put this cartridge into your console. Now you need to select the right version of the Everdrive depending on which country you're from. So as I'm from the PAL region, I've ordered a PAL cart, and it's got the PAL board with the PAL lockout chip in there as well. You need to make sure that you order the right country for the console that you're wanting to use it on. So if, for example, using a PAL console, you order the PAL one. If you're in North America, you'd order the NTSC version. You need to make sure it matches the console that you're going to be putting this into. So say, for example, if I had a North American console, with this being a PAL Everdrive 64, it wouldn't work. So it's really important to make sure that you select the right Everdrive 64 or any of their other flash carts for the right console that you're going to be using it inside. Now, going back to the ROMs, a lot of people say, well, if you're using ROMs, within this for the SD card, then, it's just another form of emulation. This is not correct. When you put the ROMs, basically the ROMs are dumps of the boards from the cartridges. From the real cartridges, it makes it into a file that you can play on emulators. When you play them on the Everdrive 64, there is no emulation involved because you're using it on a real cartridge that is going into the console, so you're going to be using the real controllers. It doesn't add any graphical boosts. It plays the game exactly as it would if you put the original cartridge in there. Now, I know a lot of you will be thinking, well, what people are going to do when they buy these are they're going to put in their entire ROM set of every Nintendo 64 game onto the cartridge and then never buy any games. Well, it depends what kind of person you are, to be honest. That's not something that I'm going to be doing. The reason why I wanted to buy this, there was two reasons to begin with. The first one is, as you've seen from my previous videos, I've actually got quite a big Nintendo 64 complete in box collection. What I find really annoying is that when I'm having to go to do reviews of the games, or whether I need footage, or whether I just want to play the games, I have to open up the box protector, then open up the box, take the game out, put it in, and then have to keep doing this anytime I want to play a different game. What this means is that my collection will become slightly, I wouldn't say damaged, but the boxes will get a little bit of wear from where they've been opening, whereas I'd much rather just keep them sealed in their boxes. By doing that, I can put the ROMs for the games that I already own onto this card, put them in here, so I don't have to keep going and opening up the boxes, which is something that is really beneficial to me. What this also allows you to do is, of course, you can play games which were region specific. So say, for example, I've got Wave Race 64. Now here in the PAL version, they reduce the frame rate a lot compared to the North American version. So as I own the Wave Race PAL version, I'm going to be looking forward to playing the North American version on this cartridge, because you can play the games from the different regions. And that way I will get an improved experience, because I will be playing the game as it was supposed to be made and played before it was reduced here for the PAL version. Now the other reason why I'm wanting to do this is, what this will allow you to do is, because it does play any dumped ROM, I'm actually going to be able to play prototypes, which is something that I'm going to be doing in my new series going forward. which is, some people say, well, you could just play the prototypes in an emulator. But again, that's not really something that I'm into. I'm really against emulators. I don't think they've got any part of the gaming community, and I think a lot of people use them too much. You really need to go back to use the original hardware, original systems, and play the games as they were supposed to be played. Now I've given you a quick overview of everything that comes inside the box itself. I'm just going to plug this into the system and show you some footage about how the Everdrive works, and come back with a little bit more information. So you can see here I've loaded up the Everdrive 64 in my original PAL Nintendo 64 console. You're greeted here with the menu screen, really easy to use, really to navigate, and it's really responsive as well. When you select a game, you can see it loads up really quickly, which is one of the benefits of this cart as opposed to some of the other ones. The loading speeds on this are almost instant, even when you play some of the larger file size games like Resident Evil 2. Now the quick flicker you can see here, that's just because of the way that I'm recording this. It doesn't actually appear when you play it on the television. And what you can see here is it runs absolutely perfectly as if it was the original game. So we're playing Wave Race here. The frame rate is absolutely perfect as it would be on the game. The controls, there's no delay whatsoever, which is something you sometimes get when you play emulators. And I'm just going to test a different game here so you can see the results are exactly the same. This cart is, well, what I'd say fantastic value for money. It's not going to be right for everybody because obviously everybody's got different needs and wants. But if you can afford to get one of these cartridges, I would definitely recommend getting it from Stone Age Gamer. The Deluxe Edition is simply the best Everdrive 64 on the market. It's the best looking, it's the nicest manufacturing, and I think the service from them as well is great. From ordering this, you get email updates at every stage of the process. So when the cart's getting coloured, when it's getting cleaned, when it's getting cut, you'll get an email at each stage. You always know where your order is going to be at. Once your order has been dispatched, even dispatching from America to be delivered here in the UK, it only took around 7 days or so, so the delivery was really quick as well. And of course, one benefit as well is there's no problems with this coming through customs. I didn't receive any letters asking me to pay import taxes. That's already included. So that's been my quick review and overview of the Everdrive 64, which I got from Stone Age Gamer. If you do have any questions or any comments or want to know anything more about the cartridge itself, just drop me a comment below and I will answer you as quickly as possible. If you're interested in getting an Everdrive 64 or any other flash carts for your different consoles, I've also put a link in the description to the Stone Age Gamer website where you will be able to see the different range that they've got available. But as you can already tell, I definitely recommend this product. Until next time, thanks for watching.